Greetings. The purpose of this video is to discuss a situation, real situation, that might be relevant to what we're talking about in this class, especially after week 2 discussion board. One of the things that I posted on Blackboard is you first have to show that there's harm. So someone has been harmed. And then secondly, you have to be able to show that the harm is something that you can recover on. In other words, it's caused by a particular individual. And then you have to be able to show that there's a cause of action that you can use. In other words, a legal suit that you could bring. So here's an example. I was test driving a car one time, and the salesperson, after asking what my profession was, I said I'm a law professor, said, well, let me ask you a question. And so for the next 30 minutes, he's telling me about a scenario. And so essentially it was this. He had been at a fuel station, and while filling his car up with fuel, somehow there became a bit of an altercation, and some words were exchanged with some teenagers that were on the other side of the pump. And so one of the teenagers, unbeknownst to this car salesperson, grabbed a bat, a baseball bat, came around from behind and hit him really hard. So it struck his face and severely damaged his jaw, his cheek, and different portions of the skull. So the guy had tens of thousands of dollars of medical injury. There is a criminal side here, so call the cops deal with it. But the guy said, what about civil? Can I sue this guy and recover for the damages, the damage that has been harmed to my face? I said, well, here's the problem that you have. Number one, the individual is a minor. And number two, what are you going to be able to recover from him? So even if you wait, this guy's 18, he's still going to be looking at what happened at the time of the incident, 17 years old. Parents are not automatically responsible for their children. In fact, parents are only responsible for the action of the children if they have some way of believing that there's harm that could be caused by their child, they're aware of it, and they didn't do anything to stop that harm. Here, clearly, the parents are going to say, we had no idea our son was going to clobber someone, so they're not responsible. Parents are out. What are you really going to do? The 17-year-old probably has nothing for liabilities or assets. So even if you can go through all the necessary requirements to show that there was harm, medical records, the easy one there, and show the harm was caused by the defendant, again, easy, there's